I'm currently in a canoe. I think I should be fishing, but instead I've been working a lot upstairs. So I suppose that this is meant to inspire me to feel free, like I'm on the ocean or on a lake or river somewhere.
At Andela, people are at the heart of everything that we do. You can sense that when you walk through the doors, the energy is very palpable. We have learned to work hard, to collaborate, and even play harder together. So we had to design a space that reflects who we are and our DNA. It also has to be a space that echoes our values, which is excellence, passion, integrity, and collaboration.
I've had this very, very simple idea that spaces in Africa can be as great as spaces you see in Silicon Valley.
The general idea behind this office space is to really create an environment where people can do their best work. And so when we were designing the office, what we really thought about was, how do we create a space where when folks walk in every day, they can block out all the noise and all the distractions and really be in an immersive experience where they're part of a community of learners and builders and creators who can focus on cultivating their craft and becoming the absolute best at what they do.
At about August, September, we began active search and we found some interesting options, but Akitola Williams building, as it used to be known, and now Epic Towers, was the one option we found within that time when we were looking that could serve our purpose.
It's a lot of work. We worked through the holiday in December. Most people on the team did not take a break, save 1 day or 2 days for Christmas and New Year's. This is actually one of the fastest projects I've seen completed in Nigeria in my experience working here.
To get the space ready, we had to make sure that everybody could be connected to power. So provide connection points for everybody. We had to do wiring, LAN cable wiring, and also put in some devices for Wi-Fi. We had to do the light fixtures, put in partitions, because the place, after taking out the old part, it was an empty bed space. Do the carpeting, paint the walls.
I had to do it in 7 weeks. And not only 7 weeks, 7 weeks during Christmas. Nigeria shuts down during Christmas. So not to get too technical, but our suppliers, our vendors, materials, labor, all those things were really impacted. We had to really be very tight on our project planning.
So the team had a can-do spirit, a spirit of whatever it's going to take, we'll push on until it absolutely cannot be done. And thankfully, we didn't get to the point where it absolutely cannot be done.
Moving into ET, you have so much space. There's so much you can do anywhere.
We wanted to create a space where people loved to be.
So we had a lot of alternate workspaces, right? So we had like some cool spaces underneath the stairs where you can go work. We had meeting rooms that felt like your living room with couches and sofas.
I think the number one spot, maybe also for me, because I like anything that is outdoorsy, is the patio. And I think that's also one of the spaces that actually sold us on this building, because there is so much possibilities. About a month ago, we did our Health and Wellness Week. And that was also good because it was a space where people can converge. We had, bikes on the patio where people, rode the bikes and used it to crush smoothies and things like that.
Two of the most important things we really wanted to achieve with this space when we're thinking through the purpose it would serve were collaboration, one, and then transparency, or if you will, openness.
Let's backtrack to the stereotypes that you see in our offices. When you think of the grand conference room, there's like the conference room is for the CEOs and it's on the top floor, no one has access to it, right? It's where the important meetings happen. But so what we did, we flipped that on the head. So the main conference room is literally in the middle of the entire office. Everyone has access to it, everyone can see what's going on.
Having the layout be open so people can actually feel comfortable approaching each other and walking towards each other during the middle of the day and just asking questions or finding someone else to help them with something.
Some people may not know, our name actually derives from Mandela. For us, Mandela represents two things, leadership and learning, and that is at the heart of what we do in Andela, and that's why this room, which is like the focal point, is our conference room, is actually a dedication to Mandela.
The most important thing I'd say I learned from this entire renovation project was that Andelans are truly limitless, and I believe that that extends to Nigerians in general. We had a team of people that came together to make this happen in a time frame that was just almost impossible to believe, and with a ton of work that I don't think many of us imagined could be done. And so when we think about the ability for us to galvanize a team to achieve a very specific mission, limitless is just a concept that I now even more so believe in. And I think that everyone that worked on this project, including our vendors who never knew Andela before doing this, some of them actually wrote back saying they didn't think they could do this, and Andela has proven to them that they can achieve anything.
When you do something wrong, you start over again and pull it off. If you did the wall incorrectly, then pull it down. Having non-Andelans, people who were not Andela staff, who had never known Andela before that project, actually embodying that value in the highest standards. I mean, it meant we as Andelans were actually living that value to have it rub off in that significant way on other people.
If you have an amazing team, there's really nothing you can't do together. ET project is a very, very good example.
The new office, I think, is a breath of fresh air compared to other offices. The lighting is superb, everything's spacious.
It makes me feel relaxed. It makes me feel ready to work. There's no tension. There's nothing that kind of, there is no impediment to your work. You just come to work and you feel like working and you get going.
Okay, I like the fact that the office is like as if you are traveling on a journey. Like, it takes you around Nigeria, showcases some culture, you get to see Obudu, and yeah, somebody that's new to Nigeria gets to know that there's somewhere called Obudu, there's somewhere called Idore.
This office is great for me. Someone like me who loves colors, so you walk into one room, it's orange, you walk into the next room, it's green, walk into another room, it's blue. So yeah, so I'm happy to come in. You're not just seeing white walls, seriously.
The new office is pretty amazing. I love the space, I love the natural light. I think it does a great job of segmenting into whatever sort of spatial requirements that people might need. So if you need to collaborate, there are rooms that are just the right size. If you need a smaller private room just to do some perhaps a call with a partner or somebody like a team member in another country, there's rooms for that.
This office, the new setup, gives more room for collaboration.
The weight is open. I can easily talk to people, walk up to people and talk to them. And I love the fact that we have lounging areas. Once you're trying to work on codes and maybe your code is not compiling, or there are a lot of bugs there, you could just maybe take a long walk, go downstairs, maybe take a 5 minutes or 10 minutes nap. So it's actually very interesting and it makes you work smarter.
Excellence.
Maps.
Colorful?
World class. And it's a compound word, so it's 2 words, but world class.
CIA.